Week on Reeling with Riley. Riley is trading in his fishing pole for a battery. Take a look.
It's electrofishing season for the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. We tagged along for sampling on the Willow Pond at the McDuffie Public Fishing Area.
So obviously, typically, water and electricity are not a mix you ever want to pursue. But with our electrofishing boat, it's a very controlled system. So what we're doing is, out of the front of the boat, we're putting an electrical current out into the water, and it'll go about 10 feet deep, and it stuns the fish. Doesn't kill them. Stuns the fish, and they float up, and we can net them and identify the species. Red ear sunfish, obviously named for the red border on the ear there.
Each fish has its length and weight measured to help DNR assess the health and quality of the fish population. After the length and weight are written down, it's back to the water.
Bridge especially has a lot of good largemouth and a lot of good shellcrackers again. Bridge also is a little unique. It has some striped bass and hybrids in it as well. So we caught 3 stripers yesterday that were about 6 to 8 pounds.
Georgia DNR samples many other bodies of water around the CSRA, including Clarks Hill Lake and Lake Olmsted.
Lake Olmsted was a very, very impressive sample. Our biggest largemouth was pushing 8 pounds. One of the things that really impressed me the most was the red ear sunfish or shellcracker population. We saw, several trophy fish over 10 inches. I think the biggest one we had was about 13 inches.
Clarks Hill was sampled last week, and the results were great. Quality largemouth bass, crappie, and striper were found. Spring is a great time of year to sample a lot of fish with electrofishing.
We do most of our boat electrofishing in the springtime, as most of the species, as they're kind of coming up shallower with warming water temperatures, we can efficiently sample them in the springtime. A little bit different patterning there.
Looks like this more has like some... It's pretty cool. I never knew about electrofishing. I've heard about it. I never really knew how it worked.
Yeah, it's funny because Will was like, isn't that cheating? And it is. It is.
You ratted me out.
Well, it is because, Riley, you were saying, obviously you have to have a permit to do something like this, and they're doing this for informational purposes.
Yeah, it's just a great way to quickly survey a pond, usually smaller bodies of water, but they do it at Clarks Hill as well, so they're able to survey certain coves, areas across the region. But it's a great way to just survey that population of fish, and once they get enough of a collection of certain species, that can kind of give them a rough estimate of what the rest of the population looks like. So the good news is that most of the fish here around the area are very healthy and looking good.
Yeah, and they're still healthy after this. Once the shock is over, for lack of a better word, but I guess that's accurate.
Yeah.
They swim away and they're fine, and they really don't know what happened to them.
Right. I saw every single fish that went into the boat swim away from the boat. So not a single fish was injured in that process. So again, it's a really cool way to kind of survey this.
And not for everyone, right, Riley? We don't do that.
No recreational use of electrofishing. You do have to have a permit for that.